Alice Munro is a Canadian writer best known for her short stories. She was born on July 10, 1931 in Wingham, Ontario, Canada and passed away in 2024. Munro is considered one of the greatest short story writers of all time. Her works often explore themes of love, relationships, memory, and the complexities of everyday life. She received many awards, including the Nobel Prize in Literature in 2013. Her ability to capture human emotions and experiences with depth and subtlety has made her a beloved literary figure worldwide. Alice Munro was born as Alice Ann Laidlaw. Her father, Robert Laidlaw, was a fox and mink farmer, and her mother, Anne Chamney Laidlaw, was a school teacher. Growing up in rural Ontario greatly influenced her writing. Many of her stories are set in small Canadian towns and depict ordinary people facing personal struggles. As a child, Munro loved to read and write. She wrote her first short story at the age of 12. She later attended the University of Western Ontario, where she studied English and journalism. While at university, she wrote stories and published some in student magazines. However, she left university before completing her degree when she married James Munro in 1951. Alice Munro's career as a writer began in the 1950s. She wrote stories while raising her children, often working during their nap times. Her first book, Dance of the Happy Shades, published in 1968, was a collection of short stories that won the Governor General's Award, Canada's most prestigious literary prize. Munro is known for her short stories rather than novels. Her stories often focus on women's lives, relationships, and personal growth. She writes in a simple yet deeply meaningful way, capturing the small details of life that reveal big truths. Her narratives are non-linear, often moving between past and present, and are rich in psychological depth. Munro's first short story collection, Dance of the Happy Shades, was published in 1968 and introduced her unique storytelling style. The stories depict the lives of women and young girls, often dealing with themes of social class, family struggles, and personal discovery. Lives of Girls and Women, published in 1971, though often called a novel, this book is a collection of interconnected stories about a girl named Del Jordan growing up in rural Ontario. It explores themes of adolescence, sexuality, and ambition. Who Do You Think You Are, published in 1978, was also published as The Beggar Maid in some countries. This collection follows the life of a character named Rose who moves from a small town to a big city. It won the Governor General's Award. The Moons of Jupiter, published in 1982, contains stories about relationships between parents and children, lovers and siblings. The title story is about a woman visiting her dying father in the hospital, reflecting on their relationship. The Progress of Love, published in 1986, won the Governor General's Award and features stories about love, memory, and family relationships. Munro's ability to capture emotions and human interactions is evident in this collection. Friend of My Youth, published in 1990, explores themes of regret, nostalgia, and the impact of past choices on the present. The stories often feature women looking back on their younger years. Open Series, published in 1994, contains 8 stories that explore mysteries, hidden truths, and the unpredictability of life. The narratives are more complex with different perspectives and time shifts. The Love of a Good Woman, published in 1998, was a collection that won the Giller Prize, one of Canada's top literary awards. The stories deal with secrets, moral dilemmas, and the complexity of human relationships. Hateship, Friendship, Courtship, Loveship, Marriage was published in 2001. The title story of this collection was adapted into a film, Hateship, Loveship, in 2013, starring Kirsten Wiig. The stories explore love, fate, and the unexpected turns of life. Runaway, published in 2014, is a collection containing 8 stories about women at different stages of their lives dealing with relationships, escape, and self discovery. It won the Giller Prize. The View from Castle Rock, published in 2006, combines fiction with family history. It tells stories inspired by Munro's ancestors, tracing their journey from Scotland to Canada. Too Much Happiness, published in 2009, is a collection that features stories exploring the darker side of human nature, including themes of violence, grief, and personal loss. Dear Life, published in 2012, is Munro's final collection before she announced her retirement from writing. The last 4 stories in the book are autobiographical, offering glimpses into her own childhood and experiences. Alice Munro received many prestigious awards for her writing. Some of the most notable include Nobel Prize in Literature in 2013. She was the first Canadian woman to win this award. The Nobel Committee called her the master of the contemporary short story. The Governor General's Award was given to her in 1968, 1978, and 1986. It is one of Canada's top literary honors, which she won 3 times. Giller Prize was awarded to her in 1998 and 2004. It is a major Canadian literary award which was given to her for The Love of a Good Woman and Runaway. Man Booker International Prize 2009 was awarded for her lifetime contribution to literature. Throughout her career, Munro remained dedicated to writing about ordinary people in extraordinary ways. Her influence on literature is profound, inspiring writers around the world. Her works are studied in schools and universities, and she is celebrated as a writer who brought depth and significance to the short story form. Alice Munro passed away in 2024, but her legacy lives on through her timeless stories. She remains one of the greatest storytellers of our time, capturing the beauty and complexity of human life with honesty and grace.